Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 133. Play right. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This from 32 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On first down, it's gone. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third. Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there's no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
On second down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, left.
On 4th down, Goff. He's got this, complete to Williams. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Goff now looking to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Here's Goff. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Play action. It's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a 1st down throw, gone. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Now it's gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now you won!
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Williams, the man in motion left. From the 39, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
17!
17! Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Throwing again is gone. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the tight end goes in motion left. Goff going to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mayfield. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing now, Goff. This is caught by Williams. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff finding Williams once more, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to